Hello, dear ones. Welcome to my Gratitude Prayer Board YouTube channel. Gratitude, giving thanks, is a really wonderfully, innately human thing to do. You can all relate with being really happy about something that came into your life or into your possession that you were wishing for, and being really excited about it. And I've been a very prayerful person my entire life, but it was first when my daughter-in-law became pregnant 4 years ago that I decided I'm going to pray and thank God for everything I expect to be for this baby, for this growing baby. So I started with 7 stones or feathers or shells. You'll see, we'll work through some of them today, and just gave thanks, even though the baby was only in the first weeks of pregnancy. But it was fun, and it's just a joyous thing to do. So you can have whatever it is that you want to be grateful for. Okay, this is not specific about anything to do with me. Whatever makes you happy in your heart to give thanks for. This is what this is about. I just want to help you and encourage you to start your own prayer board, right? So in the beginning, I started, as I said, with 7 stones, and now I don't even want to tell you how many hundreds I have. It takes a long time to say my prayer board. But let's just start out really simple and jump in. Okay, here is my board, but it's not the one I use. I have a much bigger board now, but I'm using this for today. I'll put a white cloth over it so we can see the stones that I have chosen for today's video. All right. This is a wonderful amethyst, beautiful crystal stone. And this is a natural shape. And I'm going to use this as my first stone, the ability to be grateful. When you're happy and you're grateful and you're thankful, it's a good vibe. It's positive energy. So I suggest, if you want to start your own prayer board, go right for the core. Get a stone. It doesn't need to be big. Can be also small. You'll see I have many different shapes and sizes. Just get one out there. Thank you for the ability to be grateful. That's my first one. And here is my board. Maybe I can elevate this a little. Yeah. In any case, and now I have another one, a peacock feather. See, I love peacock feathers. They are just so novel in the entire world of creation. And they're used by many different cultures to signify wisdom and beauty and just sovereignty, right? So I use this one and say, thank you, God, for beauty in nature and in oneself. Thank you for that. Here's another one, a little white porcelain bird, which I think everybody can relate to. Has a kind of calming effect. You could hang it on your Christmas tree or in your window or whatever. I say thank you to God for this little bird representing peace. Peace in my heart, peace in your heart. To have a calm heart is a good place to start when you're being grateful, when you're speaking to the best part of, or the best version of yourself. So thank you. Thank you, dear divine source, for peace. Peace that overcomes me and just eradicates all stress. Another one that I really love is this piece of lapis lazuli. See? If you can see it up close, it kind of has like a global kind of look about it with the land masses. See that? And it's all blue. So what I do is I say, thank you for fresh and clean water, life-sustaining water. Thank you, dear God, for clean water. And now I would like to use this piece of softened red coral. See? And it's got a peacock feather on it as well. It's an old earring of mine. And I give thanks for romance in life, romance, and beautiful relationships. I think that's a fun thing to say thank you for, whether those be relationships that are your family, your parents, your friends, your partners, your children, grandchildren, whomever, maybe your best friend. So thank you for romance and beautiful relationships. And now here is something I just got last week. I love this. Tell me how you find that. This is a polished knot of a tree, of a branch. Do you see it? It's almost like a stone in itself, but it's a polished piece of wood. It's the knot from a branch coming out of a tree. I love this. Oh God, I love trees anyway. And so this is a new stone. Maybe one of you wants to give me the thing that I should pray for and say thank you for. But I think that I will use this stone until maybe someone suggests something else. And it's a brand new part of my prayer board for the capacity to grow. How wonderful is that? The capacity for each of us to be able to evolve and strive toward the light and become more and clearer and more transcendent. Thank you. Okay, this is something I love. This is a fossil. Does anybody know what that is? That's such a cool fossil. I love that. It has like this Fibonacci sequence in it, you know, this spiral kind of thing. I love it. I think anemone or something, that I forgot what they call this. And I love it. And for me, it's all about evolution of self. So either spiritual evolution, emotional evolution, which means obviously addressing and getting rid of subconscious traumas or whatever. We have to be thankful for everything we've had in life, right? Even the difficult times, because they've brought us where we are today. And it's good. It's all good. Trust me on this. Let's just have one like-mindedness about this. Let's be thankful for everything. Let's just really be thankful for everything. Stay with me and you'll realize the wisdom behind that. So thank you for self-evolution. Okay, here's another one. This is really cool. This is a piece of purple fluorite, fluorite, you say in German. I don't even know what you call it in English. See, I live in Germany. And so can you believe this perfect geometric triangle inside this piece of natural crystal? I mean, can you believe it? So I always say thank you. I love this stone. And I always say thank you for the perfect natural constellations that come up in life. It's just, you don't expect them. Then all of a sudden, they're so perfectly timed and just perfect. And I love that. And nature reflects a lot of perfect constellations, right? So thank you for natural, perfect constellations. This one. See, this is actually a metal clasp. See it? It's in the shape of a Celtic dragon. See, and I can fasten this to my really beautiful Renaissance brown woolen cape. And what I love about it is I lift this one up, this dragon, and I say, thank you, God, for strength of character. And I also say that for all of you. Each of us has a strength of character, but like a muscle, we've got to use it. So I say thank you for it. Strength of character. I use that for my kids to say thank you, my grandkids. I just take it for granted that they will have strong character, full of integrity, and a good degree of confidence. Thank you for that. And I'd like to show you this one. This is a lovely stone. Oh, I'll tell you the name of it the next time. I'm just kind of doing this impromptu. So it's got some pink crystal and dark crystal parts to it. And this is always the same stone that I use to thank God for the innate curiosity people have, or I have. just this curiosity that drives you to learn more. And it's just such an exciting, wonderful adventure to be curious, to want to know the answers to things, to want to delve deep and find out the answers about things that people don't even ask the questions about, right? So I love curiosity. I'm all about learning, and maybe you are too. So thank you, God, for the ability to be curious. Okay. I like this one too. See, this is a soft stone, and it reflects, has like a little circle around it. I don't know if you can see that. And I always say thank you to God for the cycles of the moon, full moon, in fact. I really love to follow that. I have since I was little. I don't know, I just feel the vibes of the full moon. And we will have the full moon soon now. Today is August 16th. And full moon, I think, is on the 19th. It's just, I have this relationship to the full moon because I love the fact that you only see it once a month, but it's always there. Like it's only there once a month for our eyes to see, but it's always there. It's just that the earth stands in its way. And that's why we only see it once a month. So I thank God for the cycles of the moon, specifically the full moon. And the smile in this prayer of thanksgiving is that please don't let me stand in my own way to my own evolution, to this one or to this one or even this one. Like, don't let me stand in my own way. So thank you, God, for the lessons to be learned by the cycles of the full moon. Okay. I love this one too. Little stone. It's always the same one for me. The same little prayer of thanksgiving that I use. And I say, thank you to God. It's golden with lovely little shining crystalline structures in it. And I just say, thank you, God, for your goodness and grace. Wow. In my life, in your life. When we're grateful, we usher more of that in. So even though it's a small stone, it's very, very strong in impact. Okay. Yeah, this is a very personal one. This is a little diaper pin that my mom gave me that she used to use when she was diapering all of us. I'm one of 12 children, and they all live on the East Coast. I'm the only one in Europe. I'm in Germany. And so she gave this to me when I was expecting my first daughter, my firstborn daughter. I have 3 older girls, but my firstborn child, I gave birth to, and I used this with cotton diapers. Eventually, I jumped into using Pampers. I mean, she's not that old, but still, I used cotton diapers because they're really good to absorb and whatever. It is like that. You kind of, when you're a mother, a brand new mother, you follow what you instinctively remember seeing that your own mother do, right? That she did. So this is a little pink diaper pin, and I love to give thanks for the gift of pregnancy, of children, fertility, little girls, little boys, and for any of you who are so desirous to have children, I wish it for you. And for those who have children, it's not easy, but and you're using Pampers or whatever, but the whole point is it's a lot about nurturing. And I love this. And I always think about a particular daughter or daughter-in-law who is still very much prayerful and hopeful to have another child, right? So that's my little thank you stone about that. Okay, 2 more, and then I'm finished for the first video, right? Look at this. This is a little pendant. Look at 2 little gold-covered keys. And the day that my dad and mom and my older sister brought me to the airport from Rhode Island, going to Frankfurt, I just was overcome with such an unbelievable sadness. Like, I was crying my eyes out, but I'm a very intuitive person. I didn't know why I was crying. I was so happy to start a new adventure. I was only supposed to go away for 3 months, right? And I just couldn't stop crying. And I had this feeling, oh my God, I'm never coming back here again. You see, that's intuition. Intuition is nothing about you, something that you cognitively know. It just comes over you and you just realize something totally factual, but there's no cognitive input. You just know it. And so my dad thought, oh, so he went to the little souvenir shop for tourists, and he bought me this little pendant. And he said, Patty, my name is Patricia. He said, please don't ever forget. These are the keys to the kingdom. Don't ever forget who you are, and don't ever forget where you came from. And you know what? That really comforted me. And guess what? I just found these a few weeks ago when I was going through one of my old boxes of sorted papers. I just found these keys. And the thing that's really special about them, maybe some of you can relate. My dad passed 3 years ago in December. It'll be on December 1st, it'll be 3 years. And he was almost 96. And my mom just turned 96, just this past June. I was with her. So yes, it's a big deal to find things that you thought you didn't even remember you had. And now I just found them. That's like a really wonderful little gift of remembrance that, yeah, the universe brought me perfect timing when I needed it the most. All right. Last stone for today. The stone that I always use. Look at it. Kind of cool. Shimmering green. Beautiful. Kind of just wonderfully soft and great. This is my stone to thank God for grace. Patricia, what's grace? Well, you know what grace is. Grace is that elegance of movement, the smoothness of movement. But the kind of grace I'm referring to is the grace that the divine gives us. When we keep our hearts, we try to keep it not empty of ego, but we try. And we fill it with gratitude. And our ability to fill our hearts with sincere gratitude that it's palpable, you feel it, it's tangible. That's an energy. That's an energy that exudes out of you. It radiates beyond you, and it connects every living thing. Grace, we cannot produce. I mean, every religion knows that. You cannot create grace. This comes from the power that created us, the power of our birth and our life, energy, grace, to give us the power to become a better version of ourselves, to be able to focus upon gratitude and not the negative things in life. I mean, we could spend ages. There are a lot of YouTube channels about the uneven, I won't even use the words, not good things. So, gratitude prayer board. Let's give thanks. And I can tell you right now, grace is a result of that. And a peaceful heart and a really great vibe for everyone in your life, including, and most importantly, self-empowering for yourself. So thank you, dear ones. I'm very grateful that you found me and that I found you. And I wish you gratitude and grace in your life. Ciao, ciao. Till the next time.